Hi everyone, welcome to another episode. Okay, so it is the month of February. It's a new month and I'm excited. Can you feel the excitement in the air? I can, and I'm so happy about that. Anyway, we have been doing well. We started out in January, we're now in February. Congratulations. So, I think we deserve to celebrate because I'm a big fan of celebrating the little wins and the big wins. So thank you for staying here with me all as well and for showing up every time. Okay, so it's another episode today, and I thought to talk about something that happened very recently. Interviews. Interviews. I know that sometimes it can be very overwhelming or daunting when you're thinking of what to talk about at the interview. How is my interview going to go, and all of that. But how do you prepare for the interview? Okay, so something happened recently where we conducted an interview. We're conducting interviews for some roles, and this person showed up quite differently. So I am aware, and we all are aware, with the great talent mobility going on, we and the great, move, resignation, and everything here and there, a lot of interviews are no longer in person and they are now virtual. They're virtual meetings and all of that. And I think that certain people are beginning to take it for granted that, oh, well, I'm at home, it's virtual and it's just online. We're just going to do the interview show and blah, blah, blah. No. So, yes, it's online. Yes, you're not going in person. You're not going for an in person interview. But you must show up good. So the rule of thumb is that you dress higher. It's always better to overdress than to underdress. Dress appropriately for what it is you're going to do. So now maybe you're going for an interview and you're not even sure what the role is about. It's okay for you not to know what the role is about. But that's where Google comes in. Google is your friend. You have people around, right? You belong to networks and all of that. Ask questions. I want to go for an interview. What is this role about? When you have an understanding of what the role is about, it gives you an idea of how you should appear. So do your research. Don't just assume it's okay to dress down because no, babe, no, guy, it's not okay to dress down. It's okay to appear appropriately. So you could do business casual, for example, right? So you're not down, you're not up, but you're appropriately dressed. Do you understand? Make sure you Google the company as well. Learn about the company. What is the company culture? Look at the pictures on the profiles of the company, the individuals there. How do they dress? How do they appear? Do you understand? You get an idea. You familiarize yourself before the day of the interview. Please don't go for an interview thinking it's okay to wear sport wear. No, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Dress appropriately. Please, I am just here today to tell you, please dress appropriately. So, a little, one or two tips for you to prepare. Like I said before, Google is your friend. Check out the role. What skills do I need for this role? Right? So, we're moving for, so let me say this communication, right? Communication is not just I'm talking, you're listening. No, communication is bigger and deeper than that. Communication goes from you listening to what I'm saying, right? I'm communicating to you, I'm speaking with you. You are speaking, I can hear, I'm listening, right? But communication is also my facial expression. Communication is also my appearance. Communication is also my hand gestures. Communication is my smile, my frown, whatever face I decide to make. It's all a part of communication, right? So if you're going to appear at an interview and you are communicating a responsibility by the way you look, please tell me why I need to invest in you any further. In fact, you just actually made me burn my data by having an interview with you. So no matter how well you sound, complement it with how well you look. let it be a total packaging, right? Let it be a total, you know, yeah, packaging. And let the organization be like, oh, we should have her on board, or we should have him on board. He's good. I like the way he speaks. I like the way he dressed. I like the way he appeared. Now, that is there. So you are dressing appropriately for your interview. You do a research on what the role is about. Learn what the skills are. If you don't have the skill set that, or all of the skill set for the role, see how you can read up on it. Ask people questions. Oh, can you tell me a little bit about this? Can you tell me a little bit about that? How can I know this? And all of those kind of things. You read up before the interview so you have an idea, so that when they ask you questions, you're not thrown off guard. Number three, so rather, please learn about the company. Don't go there and we're asking you, so do you know the company you're interviewing with, or do you know what we do here? And you're like, I think so. Oh, no, please don't think so. Oh, tell me confidently that, yeah, I know what you're about. I know you did this year, this year, this year, this. You win me over that. Okay, you did your assignment quite well. So that's good. That's an indication that you are interested in not just the role, but in the company itself. Now, there are times where you go for interview and they were considering you for a particular level, but your input in the interview during the interview session makes them consider you for even a higher role. How about that? Which means you sold yourself pretty well during your interview. Wouldn't you rather have that than not get any at the end of the day, especially if you're very sure that you like the company? Check out the core values of the company. Does it align with yours? Do you see yourself working in that organization? And how long do you want to be there? Do you understand? Like, okay, this is the kind of place I would like to be at. This is the kind of company I would like to associate with. Then if it is that kind of company you would like to associate with, please do your very best to sell yourself appropriately during the interview, right? Communicate a very strong value proposition. Like, you hire me, you're hiring the best on the shelf. Hey, you don't hire me, you're making a big mistake. That's what you want to communicate, and that's where you want to go. So, I always don't like when my videos run on for too long, but I just wanted to tell you today, please do your research. Do your research on the company, do your research about the roles, the skill sets you need for the role. Have an idea of what people are earning in that industry, on that role level, and all of that. Maybe another time we'll talk about how to answer the question, how much would you like to earn if we should hire you? Your negotiation skills should be top. It should be top notch. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me again on this episode of Beyond Business with Mobayombe. I do hope to see you very soon. Remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you again. Cheers.